82 kilometers later.
Oh, he's right there. He's coming out. Oh, look at him. Look at him. I see him. He's underneath the dock right here. Oh, that is so crazy. He followed it all the way in. I watched him too. I mean, I just watched this fish follow this crankbait for like all the way out there, all the way in. Oh, got it, got him. So this is a video I've always wanted to do, cheap versus expensive. Not with tackle boxes though, we're not using these. I want to do it with not the rods, not the full combo, but the reels. If you can buy a reel from Walmart, it's probably on the cheap end. This reel is 60 bucks at Walmart. It's the Abu Garcia Max Pro. This reel you cannot get at Walmart. You have to go to Academy, Bass Pro, somewhere like that to get this reel. Abu Garcia Zeta, 200 bucks. So 60 versus 200 bucks. We want to see if there's going to be any difference in castability, catching fish. I've used both of these reels a lot on the channel, but it seems like normally when I go out, I'll take nicer reels out sometimes, and then the other times I'll take like these if I'm out on the kayak in the creek or somewhere that I'm not familiar with, just in case something happens I don't mess up one of my higher dollar reels. This might be a little bit biased because there's different parts of the pond that we could fish, but we are going to fish the most expensive and the cheapest. We're gonna start off with the most expensive, and then when we pick up the cheaper reel, we're gonna see if there's any difference. So right now it is currently about 11, 12 o'clock, middle of the day. I figured that would be the most fair time to do an hour at 11, hour at 12, when the fishing might have slowed down a little bit, to see how will these reels perform. That's really all there is to the video today. We're just gonna see how many big ones can we catch, how many small ones can we catch. Is there a correlation between the reel and the size of fish that you catch? So we have two 7:1 gear ratio reels. One thing I want to make sure that they were the same gear ratio, everything was the same. So both 7:1 gear ratio. The only real difference between them is one you can pick up at Walmart, one you have to go to like a more specialty store that you might not have close to you. So we're gonna see how they both do today. I don't know which one I have my money on. I don't know. I'm fishing moving baits on both of them, so it's all on the reel. I don't need like a sensitive rod or anything like that. We're gonna see. We're gonna see which one does better. All right, so we have our expensive rod on this hand, cheaper rod on this hand, reel, excuse me. We have a little red frit side, and then we also have a chatterbait on this side. So we don't have any limitations. Oh, I just got a little distracted. There's some little baby geese out there. But anyway, the only limitation that we have on today is we have to fish with the expensive rod for an hour, then the cheap rod for an hour. We're gonna try to make our way all around the pond. I really don't know where the fish are at. I haven't cast it yet. So olive spring is like the perfect time to be throwing red. So we have a little bit of chop on the water today, so I don't think that was a bite. We have a little bit of chop on the water today, so we probably could get away with throwing that bigger size, but we're gonna keep it small for right now. So 1 hour and 1 minute. At 12:09, we're switching rods. If you guys get this video to 400 likes, I'll come back and I will do a combo. So I'll buy a cheap combo and then I'll buy an expensive one and see the difference. Maybe I can get somebody to do the cheap one for me. I can invite a buddy. Hey, you want to come record? This first up might not be on for too long because all this grass in this pond. If we're just getting grass every cast, it's going to be loops. And oh, also, saw my first bedfish out here, guys. I saw like a 5-pounder over here in this corner on bed. I wasn't recording or anything. I was just kind of out here fun fishing one evening and finally saw a bedfish, and it was huge too. Like it would have made an Instagram post. It was big. Might need to tie on something a little bit heavier. Super small bass. All right. Oh, there we go. There's one. First one on the cheap, or expensive, excuse me. Big one. That's all there is in here. Oh, look what you did. You did that to yourself. You can make it. Hold up, I want to hold you. You're the first fish of the video. Hey, calm down, dude. Why are you so feisty? On the red frit side. I think that might be our first red frit side fish of the year. All right. So we got the first one out of the way. When I come to this pond, honestly, I just need to fish a big swim bait. I need to come out here one day and just see how many of those can I catch. Like throw a Ned rig or something super small and just see, have like a little dink fest. All right, got our first one. Only, we might try to just throw like only a chatterbait or something like that, something a little bit bigger that's gonna get some a little bit better bites, or like a big soft plastic or something, so the fish at least has to be like at least a pound to eat it. I really need to bring my kayak out here and fish like out in the middle back, so I could probably go to like just the dead middle of the pond and float any direction and cast back and catch the opposite of these small fish. Like I'd probably catch 3s and 4s, or a lot more 3s and 4s, just because of how many small fish are up against the bank. That just tells you that the bigger ones are out deep. Like whenever you see like if you see a whole bunch of small bass up close to the bank, normally that's a pretty good sign that there's bigger fish in it, because those bigger fish will eat the smaller fish. So the only place that those smaller fish really feel safe is up close, shallow. Oh, there's one. Oh, it came off. Oh, there's another one. He got it again. Oh, it came off again. Dang. Well, we had 2 bites right there. Probably the same fish. I don't think he was super good. Oh, we got like 3 followers right here. There's so many bass. Watch, I'm gonna catch one. Oh, there's like 8. Watch, I'm gonna catch one right here. They're all just looking at it. They are all super small though. We just got like a school of 8 super tiny fish. I don't think you can see it on camera. Oh, got one. Oh, he was small. I was looking at another one and then like this one ate it. Oh, I bet a jerkbait in here would probably destroy him. Like a little small jerkbait. It's the fastest you'll ever swim, Mr. Bass. Oh, he has some pretty eyes. He has like one orange eye and then the other one's regular. All right, that's 2 fish for the expensive combo. 2 of the exact same size, stature, everything. See if they're schooled up back in there. Oh, if I see one going at it. Oh, it's gonna be a cool eat if he eats it. Oh, one just swiped at it. Thank you. Oh, got him. Dude, I think this might be the exact same one we just caught. Oh, he's actually kind of pretty. Yeah, I think that might be the exact same fish we just caught. It very well could be the same one. So we're at 3 or maybe 2. If he ate it again, I say we caught it. That means we caught him again and we're trying to catch fish. So that means he counts. All right, not sure if you're the exact same one. Probably are. Oh man, this is so interesting. We're gonna have to switch this up. We got 3 on this and they're all just puny. Oh, there's another one. Is he still on there? Yep. Oh, he got hooked good. Look at you. I think that's a different one. Yep, that's definitely a different fish. Woo! Back to back to back cast, baby. Whoa! See, that's why those small ones, they'll put that treble hook in your hand. If you're like really struggling to catch fish early spring, if the fish lips are red, like if you catch one and his lips are red, if you throw red, if the lips are red, they're eating red. Pretty sure I heard Edwin say that. I mean, I feel like he's a pretty good person to get tips from. I wonder if I can catch that fish again. We're gonna try it. Just cast right there in front of him. Nope, he didn't want it. Okay, good. So they learned in here. They're not as dumb as I think they are. See if we can go. Oh, hit the line. Hit the line. All right, so we're gonna see if we can go 4 for 4 because we had one hit our line right there. We're gonna say that was like an attempted bite. If we can go 4 for 4 right here, we're just gonna pack up and go to a different spot. Maybe. See, the only thing I hate about this pond is like, you'll want to like pack up and leave, and right as you're walking away, you'll just see like a 6-pounder just swim by. And maybe it's because I'm throwing this little small frit side. I'm not really trying to catch small ones. I just wanted to get a couple, you know, just to break the ice. But we're definitely about to make a trip back to our backpack and switch this up because this is kind of ridiculous. I cast it over there in that grass. that little bit of grass is sticking out of the water, and like 8 fish came out of it. Oh, there's one. And he has like 3 following it. Let's see if we can get 2 right here. We're just gonna leave him hooked for a minute and see if another one tries to eat it. He has like 4 of them with him. I think this is that same school I saw early. Another one. He's hooked. We're kind of using him as bait. Even though he has a lure in his mouth, we're gonna see if his friends try to get a little bit of his frit side that he has in his mouth. Oh, he's not, I mean, he's not big, but he's not like as small as we've been catching. All right, that's number 4. See if we can get another one out of that school. If we catch another one, we're leaving for real this time. Come on, eat it, eat it. Oh my gosh. They like all look at it and there's like 5 on this side, 5 on this side, and they just let it come right by and like you eat it, I don't trust it. Oh, 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 no, dang. All right. Oh my gosh. It's kind of like frustrating, honestly. This one looks like he doesn't have any fins, like they're all, what if he was born without fins? What are the chances, guys, that he doesn't have anything up to right here? Is this fishing? Oh, I was about to say he doesn't, but I had him pinched down. Oh, imagine catching a finless bass. That has to be worth some money. I think a worm that we could swim. I think that's all we have is Texas rigs and frit sides. Good job preparing for this trip, huh? Oh man, all right. We're gonna go with the chatterbait, and then we're gonna walk by the truck and get, or whenever we go by the truck, we're just gonna grab those liplesses out. Since we've had some good luck on red, we're gonna go with a red chatterbait. Thank you, Mr. Fritside. You definitely served your purpose well, but we get tired of, or I'm not gonna lie to you, I could come out here and catch those all day, but I'm sure y'all probably want to see a bigger fish, so maybe I'll do like a dink fest, 30 minutes of just me out here catching those small fish, and for the people who want to see that. If you like seeing me catch the big, or if you like seeing me catch the small fish, leave me a comment below. I need to know if anybody's behind me. I feel like the small fish are probably kind of relatable because a lot of ponds that are either overfished or aren't properly managed probably have a lot of those small fish in them. So you might fish a lot of ponds that's all you're catching, so you want to see me catch the same. All right, we're gonna get a little practice cast in with this, and if I catch an 8-pounder on the first cast, I'm ending the video. I'm gonna throw my rod in the water. If I catch an 8 on this first cast, rod's going in the water, and I'm just gonna walk off. All right, let's go get those war pigs. All right, so I got to look in my tackle boxes. I tied on this little crankbait. It's bigger than the frit side, and the hooks are a little bit bigger, so I figured we might still catch the small ones, but we're gonna have to catch like the bigger end of the small ones. We're not gonna catch the ones like that. We're gonna catch like a little bit bigger ones. So we're gonna fish this dam right here. I paused the timer. I'm gonna start it whenever we get back over here. Yeah, I mean, we've caught what, 6, 7 so far, all small, but it's not over, not anywhere close to over. We still have 30 minutes and then a whole nother hour with the chatterbait or whatever we want to fish on that other rod. So who knows how this video might end. We might end up with a 10-pounder on the expensive or the cheap rod. Who knows? Had a bluegill follow it up and try it at the top of the water. All right, we have one little nibble. We're not gonna fish back down this bank because our time is running out. So it's one thing about this crankbait we have to be in. It's kind of limited to where we can throw it at because the water needs to be a little bit deeper so we're not just pulling it through the grass. Also, I need to see if I have a swimming worm in my bag because that's the technique that I'm not super comfortable with, and I probably need to learn a little bit better. So
Moments later.
small again. Small. I knew I shouldn't take off that crankbait. Someone told me just leave it on. All right. Need a bass, need a bass. Trying to keep my rod tip high. Oh gosh, that is a huge snapping turtle right there, dude. And I got a good bass. Oh, that's a good one. That's a better one. Huge snapping turtle. Like, could have definitely took my foot off if I wanted to. Oh my God, I don't even know. He definitely was coming for me because I was the only thing in the water right here. Oh my gosh, that could have been horrible.
82 kilometers later.
Oh, he's right there. He's coming out. Oh, look at him. Look at him. I see him. He's underneath the dock right here. Oh, that is so crazy. He followed it all the way in. I watched him too. I mean, I just watched this fish follow this crankbait for like all the way out there, all the way in. Oh, got him. I just had it paused. I was talking. Oh, this is a good one. He's not even fighting. It's like there's something wrong with him. I bet when I start. Okay, I have to. Oh, there he goes. Now he's fighting. It's like he didn't know he was hooked. Okay. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, dude, that is so crazy. The timer went off, so I don't know. We have to count him. Oh my gosh, he's not hooked good. I don't want to walk with him. I feel. Oh, he's gonna come off. He's gonna come off. He can't get wrapped back in there. You have to come out. Oh. Okay, we gotta run. We don't have a camera or anything. We have our phone though. Stop. Oh, there's another one with it. There's one just as big that came up too. Oh, there is another fish with it. Oh my gosh, we might just tie this crankbait on this other rod. Oh, there's another one with him. Stop. He's trying to get back in this dock. Oh, that's a good one. It's like a, I don't know, it's like a 5 though. Okay, we're just kind of like pet fishing, like acting like he's our pet, just walking him down here. What? That is so crazy. That is so crazy. So crazy. Okay, you have to stay because I don't want to bring him through the weeds with this fluoro on. It's not super heavy. Oh, I always end up having to do the same thing with these fish. It's like every time I come out here, it's like, I don't know if we need to weigh this guy. He's big, but he's not like huge. He's a good like 3-pounder or so. No, that might be like a 4 or 5. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah. Oh, look at that girl. That's like that's a 4 or something. Probably about like 4 or 5 or so. Dude, this fish came and followed it all the way from out deep, I'm sure. And right at the buzzer, got a 4 or 5. This is such a beautiful fish. Look at her. We're not gonna get any big camera footage also because we left our big camera way over there. So we don't want to have that fish, or we don't want to have this fish out of the water for that long, but we're definitely gonna go get it because another one came up while this one was hooked, and it's like, what's going on? Gosh, can't quite fit our, oh, I can't even talk. Can't quite fit our fist in his mouth. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. She's good, just kind of waiting on her to kick off. And also me holding. I bet if I let her tail go, she'll probably just swim right off. Super pretty. There she goes. Oh, dude. What? What? Gosh. The only expensive rod. I keep saying rod. This is the, okay, it's a rod challenge too now. I think because it's that fantasy still, I keep saying rod. But.
Later.
All right, round 2. First thing we're gonna do, we're not gonna take that crankbait off. I wanna fish this chatterbait. I love the way this chatterbait feels on this rod. So we're gonna go with the chatterbait. We have a bluegill pattern on, so it's basically the same bait. One thing we're gonna try to make sure that we do is let this thing sink and then wind it, let it sink a little bit more, pull it, drag it, see if we can get another big bite on this. Gosh. And we might, if we don't get any bites on this bridge right here, guys, we're probably gonna end up, if we don't get any bites on this bridge right here, probably just gonna take the chatterbait off, put that crankbait on, and start over. Man, I was not expecting that at all. That was so crazy. It was like a big swim bait bite, because a lot of times when you're fishing a big swim bait, they'll just follow it in like that and they won't ever get it. And a lot of times if they miss it, or at least in my experience, if they miss it or they swipe at it, they'll just kind of swim off. They won't hang around. And I guess this dock being right here was like the perfect shade opportunity, so the bass felt safe enough that he could like hang out here and wait for the bluegill or whatever to circle back around. Man, I need to get some like live bait and just throw it out here. I bet there's probably some monsters in this pond. I think I've caught, my biggest out of here on the artificial is a 9.3. Oh, that's a backlash. But biggest out of here on artificial is a 9.3. Imagine like having a big bluegill tied on like a spinning rod. I bet there's probably 12, 13s in here. I doubt I caught the biggest fish in this pond. It's gonna be really hard for me not to come out here and film like a big swim bait video one day. Especially just like how good the fishing is sometimes out here. Like, it's gonna be tough. I gotta make sure I'm watching in the water too now, since these bass have decided that they're gonna follow a little bit today. And I mean, they've been doing it all day. Even the small ones, they'll like follow it in and then they'll hit it, some of them. So shout out to Redfin for helping my eyes to see below the surface of the water, beneath the surface. Big shout out to them. All right, so rundown of the reels. I've fished that, both of the reels, I love them. And I feel like, I was sitting here trying to think of like something to say, and I feel like it's kind of unfair to put like cheap versus expensive tags on these reels, just because you can, I'm not gonna say you can feel a difference, but the more expensive reels normally just have like 11 plus 1 ball bearing. That's the main difference, is your ball bearing count. Your bearing count is going to be different, then normally your materials are going to be a little bit different. So if this is all plastic, that one might have an aluminum frame or a nickel, zinc, whatever, a different metal frame, you know. So most of the time the frame and like the components, if they're made by the same company, normally they're going to be the same, but what the components are made out of is, that's where like your difference is going to be in. So I could, if I leave this reel out, if I leave this reel under the water for 30 days and I leave that reel out under the water for 30 days, Lord forbid I ever do that, but say if that were to happen, there's a higher chance that that one would come out working if it has metal gears versus this one with the plastic gears, or aluminum gears in that one, so they won't rust. But as far as feel, if you put both of these reels in my hand and I was blindfolded, I would probably be able to tell you the difference. Just one, because I use them every day, but with fishing gear, different stuff is for different people. So some people, you know, a $200 reel, rod and reel is going to be perfect for, you know, if you fish every weekend, you want something that's going to last you a million casts versus this lasting 150,000 casts, you know, go ahead and spend that extra $200. But I mean, if you're just going out once every couple weeks, I'm going to go with the cheaper reel 100% of the time. This is all I started with. But now that I've been blessed enough to get a couple nicer reels, I like those. You know, I'm still the guy that says you don't need nice stuff to fish, but like if you get the nice stuff, it helps. You know, it feels nice. You don't have to worry about it. I'm not gonna say you don't have to worry about it backlashing, because you're gonna backlash any combo you get. That's something, getting a combo that doesn't backlash is not realistic. Whenever you find one, let me know, and I'm gonna give it to somebody who doesn't know how to bass fish and tell them to cast and see if they backlash it. But all right, guys, we have not caught anything on the cheap rod. Also, we spent oh, there's a little backlash. We spent probably way more time than we should have over there on that dock. We spent about 30 minutes on it, and now we have 26 minutes left. So I don't know if I want to try to go over there, or do I want to go back to where we've already been and try to catch one on this rod. All right, we got to get at least one on this rod though, on this reel. I have said rod every time I've tried to say reel today. Oh, there we go. I don't know if it's a big one. He's just running. No, can't be big the way he's, unless he's swimming towards us now. Not big. All right, first one. And it's a bluegill. Or is that a crappie? No, that's a bluegill. First fish. Not the right species, but I mean, it is our first fish. Oh, there's one. Is that the right species? It is. It's a bigmouth bass. First one, we got a bluegill and a bigmouth bass. See how much time we have left. That's the smallest one of the day, excuse me. All right, we got 3 minutes left. That is just enough time to walk around a little bit more, try to find a bigger one than that. It's crazy that I caught that big fish like in the same spot pretty much, and then that same fish is over here sharing sides of that big one. Oh, small one. Bass number 2. These are like perfect pet size to get them here and raise them up if they will grow. I don't know. There's so many small ones in here. Some of them definitely need to probably be like taken out, but I'm not hating. I like this fish. There we go. Not a big one.
Chasing the bag, I'm racing the clock. Look at them block, watching them flop. Used to see this in my sleep. When I ain't had shit but my thoughts in the car, I really was lost. Now I'm public with the soundscapes.